What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Cosmic Christos. I am your host, Christos, and today we're just going to be talking about 30 things to do when you feel uninspired. Taking a walk is essential to life. A lot of times I get new ideas, a lot of times I clear my mind. When I take a walk, it really just allows me to, just disconnect, from a lot of the worries and things that I have going on in my life. And for me, it helps me become more inspired when I'm out and I'm just people watching. So I like taking a walk. Reading is like essential, in my opinion, to being creative, because I think a lot of the great things are also in written form. I don't think it's just always visual. I think I've read a lot of dope biographies, stories, just a lot of content that I've consumed over the last couple of years have all been through things that I've read. I highly recommend reading. It's one of the cheapest ways that you can get a mentor, in my opinion. Listen to music. Now, me personally, I love music. Whenever I want to feel any kind of emotion, I always return to music. Music is always my outlet. It's always a way for me to just really unplug and really just disconnect. So if you're feeling uninspired, simply just listen to some music that inspires you, or discover a new album, a new genre. That's another thing that I would recommend. Like, go outside the box. If you listen to one type of genre, go to another type of genre just to get some new ideas, some new inspiration. Trying a new hobby, in my opinion, is important because you don't really know what you like until you try it. So if you are somebody that's been wanting to DJ, wanting to do photography, wanting to pick up, cooking on the side, who knows? I don't know. Whatever it is that you like to do, try it out, and make it a hobby. So try a new hobby. That's my fourth one. Watch a TED Talk. Every time I watch a TED Talk, I learn something new. I think that's what makes TED Talk such a powerful platform, because every time you go to TED Talk, you know that you're about to get something statistically accurate. So if you're feeling uninspired, watch a TED Talk. Simple as that. Visit a museum. Museums always trigger the inner artist in me. It always gets me emotionally going, and it also gets me creatively going. Art touches me on a heart level because I know most artists put their heart into their artwork. So for me, art is a way that I connect emotionally with things. And whenever I want to find inspiration, especially on a deep emotional level, I always go to like a museum. I try to find something that, resonates with me, and it's going to really just give me that spark for the day or for the year. Journal. This is one of the most important things that I did, I think, to unlocking my inner artist. One of the books that I read is Julia Cameron, The Artist's Way. And I'm going to drop that link down below. You can get that. I really don't have an affiliate. I always recommend this book to any of my young creatives, especially because when I was a young creative, I think I really needed to understand where my source of creativity came from and how I could always tap into it and not really have those creative blocks. So I think that like this is probably one of the go-tos for me foundationally is The Artist's Way, this book, because it really held me accountable and motivated me to journal. And one of those exercises was The Artist's Way. So if you've ever read The Artist's Way and you know anything about this book, you know that mindful meditation, that's a thing in there. And another one is artist dates. But I really just like the journaling the most because it's really what helped me become more inspired. So if you're not feeling inspired, the seventh thing to do is start journaling. Meditate. You got to meditate. A lot of the ideas and things that you want to come to you are only going to come when the mind is at rest. You allow your mind to just be, in neutral mode. That's when you're allowing a lot of your own thoughts, your own original ideas to come through and not somebody else's. So that's just something to be mindful of, is practice meditation. Make it a daily habit of yours. You don't got to do it for 10 minutes. You don't have to do it even a traditional way. You could just start in small ways. That's just something that I, have implemented in my life, and I've seen it make a difference when it comes to me being more inspired. Connect with nature. You got to connect with nature. Go outside, ground your feet in some green grass, walk on the beach, do whatever it is that you need to do to connect with nature. Take some psychedelics if that connects you with nature. Whatever it is that connects you with nature, connect with nature. Nature is the original creator, the original artist of all things. So I find a large magnitude of my inspiration from nature. So my ninth one is connect with nature. Visit a record store. Visiting a record store, in my opinion, really just allows you to intuitively just go wherever you feel led and then be able to draw from that. You know, like when I go in a record store, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably looking for something that I can't find, you know, on Apple Music. I'm looking for something that I can find only in a vinyl. But don't get me wrong, a lot of this stuff is on Apple Music, but I still want it originally in a vinyl. But record stores to me just it's like a library. For anybody that likes audio, record store is the version of a person who likes to read. That's your library, a record store. So if you like music and you find inspiration from music in many different timelines and eras, I highly recommend visiting the record store. It's so much inspiration in the record store. And it's always dope ass people in record stores. Some of the dopest, illest people in 2024 can be found in a record store. All right, guys, I'm back. So I'm charging my car right now. I had to write these things down because I don't have no way of referencing them. So y'all got to bear with me. I'm a little ghetto out here, but it's all good. Try a new recipe. Yeah, go to the grocery store, get you some tomatoes, some cucumbers, some mushrooms, and try something different. It ain't even got to be spaghetti. I know that sounds like spaghetti, but that could be eggplant spaghetti for all you know. You know, try something different. Cook something. Digital detox. I really like detoxing from social media. I detoxed in June for 6 months up until about 2024. So that's why I'm back on YouTube now after my hiatus and my detox, and I feel clean. Exercise. Exercise is essential to getting oxygen to the brain. And if you want to be more sharp, then you should exercise. If you want to be more inspired, exercise. I find inspiration every time I exercise, and then I look in the mirror, I be inspired. Like, wow, dude, keep going. You got some goals. So that's my 13th thing. If you don't feel inspired, exercise. Yeah. I like to travel virtually. Yeah, the metaverse. Yeah, I'll be in the metaverse. I got an Oculus. Shout out to Apple. Y'all about to drop that new Apple headset too. That boy gonna go crazy. Everybody gonna be in the metaverse then. But I'm already in the metaverse. Oculus, yup. I like to travel virtually. And sometimes I even like to just sit in my little space when you first enter the Oculus. It's like a little lounge area they give you and you can change the vibe. But I like traveling virtually. And you don't gotta just do it through the metaverse. You can just do it through the web itself. Just go look at different cultures, look at different places that you want to visit, look up flights of places that you want to go to. Like I always just try to do things in a future perspective because I like to think in the future, not only in the present, but I like to think in the future. Attend a seminar. Yes, attend a seminar. I know this sounds crazy, but attend a seminar. You learn so much at seminars, you meet so many people at seminars, but most importantly, you get inspiration when you go to seminars. It's always an inspirational speaker, a motivational speaker. It's some type of a person there that's going to motivate you to want to do something differently. So go to a seminar if you don't feel inspired and, you know, find some inspiration in there. I always find inspiration at seminars. Like recently, I had the opportunity to go to American Business Express seminar in New York in 2000 something like that. And man, it really inspired me. I saw Jay Shetty. I saw uh, Issa Rae. I saw Seth Godin, I think that's his name. I saw a lot of people though, but yeah, attend a seminar. Explore art online. It's kind of the same thing, but you know, in a different context, you can get a little bit more specific with anything you want to explore online. But explore art online. Find other artists that inspire you. Go on blog posts, Tumblrs. Look up historical people that was artists. Look at documentaries. Explore art online. Yes, cleanse your home of that negative energy. Yeah, man. Them smelly drawers, them dishes in the sink. Cleanse your home. Go home and clean it right now. Make some space. Declutter. whenever I declutter my home, clean my closet, organize something, I feel inspired to be a whole different person, like a completely different person. Like get my credit together, my whole life together. I just feel inspired. So yeah, if you lacking inspiration, go home and cleanse your space. Get you some incense, get you some sage, get you some cleaning supplies, of course, and go home, and clean or declutter anything that needs to be cleaned or decluttered. Volunteering and giving a helping hand always makes you feel important, and purpose. So go volunteer for your kids, school lunch or something like that. Like just volunteer because it's gonna inspire you. You're gonna see somebody that's, inspired by you just being there to volunteer. So volunteer if you find yourself uninspired. Take a day trip. A day trip always makes us feel better. And that can just be a neighboring city. Like if you stay in the Midwest, let's say you stay in Michigan, go to Chicago. If you stay in New York, go to Connecticut. Take a day trip. It don't gotta be, all out. You don't even gotta have a big budget. But take a day trip. Get out the house. Get out your city. Get out your state. Take a day trip. That's my 19th thing to do when I feel uninspired. Learn a new skill. Learning always inspires me because when I learn, I'm always at the bottom. So if I'm looking to grow, then I need to learn. So learning always inspires me to grow, So yeah, learn a new skill. And that skill can be anything, but something hopefully that's beneficial to your career path, your creative medium. Learn a new skill, but it can really be any skill, but I would say preferably something that will benefit your brand or your business. Create a vision board. Creating a vision board is essential to visualizing the life that you want to manifest. Creating a vision board allows you to focus on the things that you want in life as far as goals, environments that you want to live, all kind of things. And it really just gets you inspired. It gets you geeked up about that future, what you want to become, where you will be in the next 5 to 10 years. So if you don't feel inspired right now, go get some magazines, go print up some pictures offline or something like that and create a vision board. You can go to the dollar store and get a board, and magazines are free pretty much everywhere. So create a vision board if you're feeling uninspired today. Connect with friends. All of my friends are pretty eccentric, creative, and different. So whenever I connect with them, it's a cheat code to feel inspired. I actually walk away feeling like I could be doing more in all honesty. So keep your circle small, of course, but surround yourself with like-minded individuals that want to see you grow and that inspire you to grow, and challenge you to grow. That's what's most important. Me personally, I like E.T. I like Tony Robbins. Man, it's a lot of people on YouTube right now that's killing it. But I really just like watching motivational videos to start my day. Really like the middle of the day sometimes whenever I need that jolt of energy and to really feel inspired to crush the day. But watching motivational videos can really get you out of a rut. And to me, it's like a quick fix. Not saying that it will last long term, but if you're not feeling inspired right now, just go turn on some Eric Thomas and I bet you'll feel inspired in the next 3 minutes. Tops. I promise. Taking photographs. Take more pictures of your friends. Take more pictures of your family. Take more pictures of yourself. Why? Because you're going to look back on those photos and smile. Why? Because taking a picture is freezing a moment in time. I think freezing a moment in time is always inspirational when you can go back and you can see something that you did, you took that picture. Like, can't nobody take that away from you. So if you really want to feel inspired, me personally, I think that taking pictures inspires you because you don't really see the world in your view until you look at pictures. So just a thing that I noticed when I was taking pictures a couple of years ago. That's my 24th thing to do whenever I feel uninspired is take photographs. Doodle or sketch. Why? Because you're just getting out what's on your mind already. We already have so much going on our minds mentally. We need to get it out. And whenever we get those ideas out, sometimes we create something new, something unique. So if you want to get inspired, just take the time out and just doodle, draw. Do it more often because the more often you do, the more new inspiration and ideas that you're going to come up with. that's just my personal recommendation for the 25th thing is doodle or stretch, doodle or sketch whenever you feel uninspired. Play video games. Now I know this sounds irresponsible. I know it sounds childish, but playing video games brings back a part of all our childhood in so many ways. Me personally, I grew up on the Sega. So I love playing the Sega. It inspires me. Whenever I play Sonic, I want to run fast. I want to jump over stuff. I want to collect all of the rings. I want to do that. And that's what I want to apply to my life in a way. So if you don't feel inspired, play a game that inspired you as a kid, a game that really got you going, that got you excited. And it don't gotta be a new game. It can be an old game. It can be a card game. It could be a board game. It could be a puzzle game. But playing games can get you inspired to do something great in the world. So don't let society tell you that playing video games are for losers that don't get girls, because that's cap. Visiting a library. Yes, there's so much wealth in the library. There's so much to learn in the library, so much inspiration in the library. Now, when you go to the library, don't be going to sections that you ain't got no business in. Go to the sections that interest you, because that's where you're going to find the inspirational books. I'm not talking about the boring books that collect dust. I'm talking about the inspirational books. But if you lack an inspiration, go to the library. Go to a quiet place, because that's going to induce your mind to get to going, in ways creatively, because now it's not, being rushed to think. It's not anxious. Whenever you feel uninspired, just visit a library. Practice gratitude. I highly recommend everybody practice gratitude in the morning, middle of the day, at night. Practice gratitude. In my opinion, it's the quickest way to experience inspiration, because you're going to find something or somebody that inspires you and to feel grateful for. So if you're not inspired today to go hard for you, your family, or somebody that you love, then I don't know really what will make you go hard. So find somebody or something to be grateful for. Yeah. So that's my 28th recommendation whenever I feel uninspired. It's practicing gratitude. It's creating a playlist. Creating a playlist really allows you to focus on the mood and how you feel, because from that feeling can emerge a piece of art, a piece of expression, and it can inspire you from that playlist, those words, that emotion that's being portrayed. Make a playlist, guys. Thank me later. Whenever we set small goals, we allow ourselves to incrementally build up to the larger goals. And I think that's so important, because all of the small things make up the larger things in life. And that's all across the board. So you're never going to get to the macro things that you want to accomplish in life without focusing on the micro things. So don't overlook the minor things. Practice what you preach. Lay a brick a day. Be steadfast. Trust the process. It's a marathon. And I think that's the only thing that I could really share with you that will probably keep you going on this race, is that life is a continuous marathon. And, we just got to keep going. So those are 30 things that I do recommend if you are uninspired. So I hope that video gave a brief or detailed explanation on how you can inspire yourself and do more great things in the world. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for checking in. Christos, I'm out.